it comes to men. Hey, Sydney, he says, do I think that they expect non-black women to build them up? I don't believe they do. It's just when it comes to black women. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's what black women do in these communities. You go around, you're telling people that black women have no worth. This is what you get. And so they feel like, and it's not expected of non-black women, because I'll tell you why. Because in their culture, hypergamy is big. They teach their children hypergamy from the time they're in diapers. We're the only ones where it comes to hypergamy, we make it seem as if it's a foreign word, something that should not practice. And it absolutely should. They teach their young girls from the time they're in diapers and they're pacifier. They teach them to find a man that they can build wealth with. So they know. It's just that when it comes to black women, we're told that practicing hypergamy is a problem, and therefore we tend to equate hypergamy with gold digging. It's not the case. I need people to understand truly what the term gold digger is, because practicing hypergamy is not the same as gold digging. Okay? And so you literally have black women that are told to just accept. Now, the best way to avoid is black women, don't date broke dudes. Don't do it. Just avoid it altogether. Because if he really wants to be with you and he wants to marry you, then he's going to make things happen. Okay? If you don't understand the importance of financial stability when it comes to relationships, let me just explain why. It's very important because it means that he can build a home, he can support your children should you have any, have financial comfort. So if something happens where he leaves this planet for you, then you are taken care of. You're not stuck in the poorhouse and you're sitting there struggling from, with paying bills. You should want to be able to enjoy things in life. You should want to be able to eat out and travel and do all these things and not constantly having to worry about financial stress and burden. You think about it, this is what we should be thinking about. Now, on top of that, they always want their women to look pretty. They always want their women to smell nice. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll look nice. And we will appease to you in regards to our looks. However, and there is a however, you're being affectionate with a man and you're making him and you're making yourself look nice, smell nice for him, and he wants you to be his eye candy. You better damn make sure that he has the means to take care of you. What we have now is see a lot of women, they're basically giving a lot up. They're basically doing everything for this man, and then in return, they're getting absolute zilch, $0. No. This is not how it should be. I'm not here to offend. I'm just here to speak facts. And this is what it is. So I want you to understand this, black woman. If you are an older black woman who made the mistake, now you know. Correct the mistake. So that you don't end up making the same once again. There's nothing wrong with practicing hypergamy. Look at Vanessa Bryant. She practiced hypergamy like a pro. You hear me? She is sitting on money on top of money, on top of money. I don't care what she did with her mom and what happened between she and her mom. I'm not here to discuss that, but I will say that she is the queen of hypergamy. She practices hypergamy like there is no tomorrow. Okay? Let me tell you something about the Latin culture since I'm married to a Latino man. Oh, it really pisses them off if the girl goes off and she's struggling and she's broke. That's like a no-no. So you can sleep on teaching your daughters hypergamy if you want to. If you have daughters, you better use your common sense to tell them to use it like a pro. You want to be able to enjoy things in life. If you've never gone out on dates, if you haven't traveled, you aren't able to go to restaurants all because you do have financial problems, then you need to be with someone that will provide those things for you because you're doing something wrong. Until he's able to do those things, you better lock that cookie. Lock it. Don't even deal with him. Hey, madam, lock it. Because he doesn't get it. If he's not able to do the things that he's supposed to do, then he doesn't deserve to have access to your food. That's point blank in the field. Does it make me a bad person for saying it? Absolutely not. But you need to be more. If you can't provide, you can't protect, you can't build, you don't need to. And if they feel that you're a gold digger because you decide not to be with him because of it, then so be it. You're a gold digger. But it doesn't make sense for you to be in a relationship and giving your time, love, affection, and cookie up to a man that can't even take care of you. They can't even take care of the basic needs. You're wasting your time. It's just best to be alone. You can work, make your own money, do your own thing, travel, and move on up. Doesn't make sense to be in a house with a man that struggles. You know how worse it'd be once you have children? If you were to have children with this man, knowing that he's broke, is even worse. Because then your life is totally done at that point. Come on, guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up, please. Artifact says, when I say judge their men by their self-care, I'm talking about their health, mentality, and morality. Exactly. And also think about it. They have all these standards when it comes to you. How you should style your hair, what perfume you should wear, how you should walk and talk and everything like that, right? Well, then you have men that let themselves go just like women. They feel like they don't have to work out. They feel like they don't have to take a shower or do things that they're supposed to do. Like, it makes no sense. They figure, okay, well, I got the cookie now, so what do I need to sit here and put up work for? Nope, I got it right where I want her. I have 24/7 access to her cookie if I want. Now I have to do job for her. Now, if it offends you, could it be because unfortunately that applies to you? You gotta do better. You gotta do better, black women. Giving you a life lesson, especially if you are a young girl. Take this with you. If you are an older woman and you're dating, you should know who you are at this point. You should know who you are and what you want. And if that man doesn't meet that standard, then guess what? You don't need to deal with that. It's okay to walk away. So anyways, I'm going to get going now. Hey, Addiction. I'm so sorry that you just missed it. But yeah, we were just talking about how women should date a man that's broke. And we were also talking about how black women need to practice hypergamy and stop equating it to being white. Oh, no, it's okay, Addiction. But yeah. So I'm going to go right now. I know a lot of people are still at work, on their way to work, on their way to school, and whatnot. But I just wanted to bring this quick live stream to you. And Addiction just said it best. She says, also, never date a man that always asks what you do for work. Exactly. Now, we've heard that on several platforms, Crystal Swirls, and myself as well. But I do agree with that. When he's asking you, what do you do for work? That's code for, okay, let me figure out who you are so I can see that you can be my financial cushion. How do you answer that? To say I work. Just say I work. And if he gets offended and he doesn't want to talk to you, then clearly that's a sign. Got to be careful, especially right now. Temperatures are dropping. The truth is true. Or it's the lie. Exactly the sign and spending on useless things. It makes no sense. You get paid on Friday. You work every week. You work. And you get paid every week. You know how lucky you are to get paid every week? You get paid every week, get paid every Friday, and then by the time you show up to work the following Monday, you're broke. Mm, mm, mm. Juanita says, a mammy ex-friend of mine accused me of trying to take her man because he said he respected me while I said I don't date broke men. She was supporting him and paying the child support. And yeah, let's be honest with it. Many guys, they don't respect that. They don't. They see that you can walk all over them and they don't have to do anything to prove himself to you. Yeah, of course they're going to stay around. They're going to stay around for the ride. They're going to stay there and see how much they can milk out of you. They want to see how much they can milk out of you. Absolutely right. So he's not going to respect her. You want to know why? Because she basically let him have it for free. He can do the bare minimum if he's doing anything at all, and he knows that she's going to cover him. This is what men support. This is what they support. This is a part of that ride or die movement. Remember I was talking about the ride or die mentality? This ties into it. Ride or die. You literally have women that are riding or dying. They're men sitting at home. They feel like they can rest their I think Poseidon said it. Femininity, that's a good one, by the way. Poseidon Midtown came up with that. So give him props where it's due. And he also said it on Crystal Swirlers channel, so shout out to her. But they want to rest in their femininity and feel like they can take the backseat, do their work, stay home while you do all the work. No. Too many guys have that mentality, and it's just disgusting, and it's just sick. You better up your standards, ladies. Yolanda says a rich man is better than a broke man. No woman was going to submit to a broke man. Exactly. What woman in their right mind want to be with a man if he's broke? Oh, I can't help it because I'm poor. Well, you better get unpoor. I don't even think that's a term, but I just said it. You better fix your financial situation. It's really staggering. It's really disgusting to me how a lot of men nowadays, and they're using COVID as an excuse. You're out here looking for the cookie. You're out here looking for the cookie, but you don't have the means to provide for her to get that cookie. You really think that is appropriate for a woman to have sex with you, and then you have her leaving? You leave her struggling? No, I don't think so. Artiveri says Malcolm spent all his money on crazy stuff. When he started getting lower cash, he tried to open a liquor store in his shop in his trunk. He bought cases of liquor in hopes that he would sell it away. See, that really gets on my nerves, and I've noticed that a lot, especially in the black community. You don't have money to pay your light bill, cable bill, electric bill. You don't have money to put food on the table. For some reason, in some way, somehow, you want to take that money and go spend it at the liquor store, and then you're crying about being broke. Really? Make that make sense. Exactly beside it, why to die in the poorhouse? Because that's exactly what it is. Artiveri says why to die equals paying the strain. Exactly. The strain on a woman's pockets. Let me tell you something, women. It's okay to be single. If you want to be single and you want to struggle, but it's even worse when you're with a man and you're intimate with him and he has no means to take care of you. Like, that's even worse. That's bad. I want these young women out here, the young girls that are listening, teenagers, I need you to understand. Guys will do it, say anything just to get in your pants. They want to do the bare minimum just to get into your pants. They don't have the means to financially take care of you. And as a woman, you should expect for a man to financially take care of you. As I said before, if you are a man, think about it. Have a daughter. She goes out into the real world. Do you want her to be in a relationship with a man that's going to leave her struggling? How would that make you feel as a father? See your daughter struggling with a man she could have had any other man in the world. Let me give you a piece of advice. Love doesn't pay the bills. Love develops over time, but it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't put food on the table. Money does. So if you're sitting here struggling with the dude that can't even put food on the table, they can't even keep a roof over your head, then what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? We need to have an open and honest conversation about it. Never did a broke man. Don't. And what I'm noticing with a lot of older black women also, we need to call it out. Many of them are building these men. These men end up having nothing. When I say they have nothing, they have nothing. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, right? She gets with that man because she wants someone to keep her in the bed at night. She has that feeling of, well, okay, well, I want a man. So knowing that he's not in a big situation financially, she's rebuilding him. She's helping him rebuild his credit. That's something that he should be doing. But she's helping him rebuild his credit. She's helping him getting himself reestablished. Then when he gets to that point where his credit has been reestablished, he's able to buy a house and he's finally able to do things that he couldn't do before due to her behalf. He turns around and what does he do? He leaves her. My princess, he leaves her. So you sat there and you were with him when he was broke. You took your time, energy, wasted your youth building, and this is what you get. So absolutely, I am a firm believer that you should not be dating a broke man. No way, no how, never. Hey, good morning, everybody. Miriam and Rebecca. Artie made a good point. She said she cut him off. We cut him off when it came to him and his finances. Margot was mad because all these years he was coddled and carried his life. Everything he got came from the resources. That's even worse. If you go with a guy and you tell him, I don't want to be with you, why don't they just go to work? And you just put him on Front Street and let him know. And for some reason, he gets angry about it. Then yeah, that's a sign you need to let him go. I'm just saying. But these are the conversations that we need to have because I see a lot of young women, especially, making these same mistakes. It's like, don't do it. You watch your mom build a man, and you're thinking, oh, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. No. When you're in a relationship with a man, the moment he says, hi, how are you, my name is, he should have already built. That is not your job to build. That's not your job to take care of him. That's something that he's supposed to. So, Princess, it's funny that you mentioned that. They are, but I'm just talking about men in general. Because now I'm noticing that there are some non-black men that think that you're supposed to get with them, and they don't got it. They don't have it. Never, ever, ever. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you from experience. Never, ever settle. Never, ever, ever settle. That's the worst mistake that you can do is settle. You'll end up regretting it. I promise you, you'll end up regretting it. Nothing good comes out of being in a relationship and you've settled. Now, you have some people that shame you, and then they'll turn around and say, "Oh, You're being a gold digger. So you think that a woman is supposed to be with a man and she's supposed to struggle? Oh, hell to the no. Now, I'm telling you, this is what's going on right now. This is why they're getting angry and upset. Because women are waking up. They say, hold on. Oh, heck no. You want to have your cake and eat it too. But you want us to struggle at the same time. I don't think so. So I just want to talk about that in general. I'm not even talking. about the niggers for a second. I'm just talking about all men and